Hey, it's time to wake up.
Well, welcome to the day in the life of a 23-year-old TikTok shop affiliate who does this for a full-time living. So today, basically, I'm gonna walk you guys through exactly what I do every single day. We did get a ton of new samples because I was in Florida for the week, so we're gonna open up some packages. I'm also gonna show you guys kind of my routine when it comes to shooting videos and how I edit them, how I structure my day, all of that good stuff. Definitely gonna be getting a nasty workout later, so that'll be nice. This is my view every morning. All right, guys. So we just fed the dogs. They're playing around a little bit right now. I'm also having an Alani energy drink. This is the, what flavor is this again, babe?
Dream Float.
Dream Float. Fucking amazing. It's like my favorite energy drink. I've had like Reign's, Monsters, but this is definitely the go-to. And then in the morning, I'll typically check like what I ended the day at yesterday. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out. And just so you guys know, obviously we don't BS any results here. And so for today, we're already at 49 bucks and it's only 8:30 a.m. So not bad. See what we were at for yesterday? Nice. So we ended the day at around 400 bucks.
And when'd you end at the day before?
Day before, let's see. So day before that we hit almost 700. So numbers have been a little bit lower this month, but the most important thing that I've come to realize after doing this for almost a year is that you have to keep posting even when you have low days, low weeks, low months, because that's how you get those high months, right? That's how you hit those $160,000 profit months. So, I mean, I think things will always pay off as long as you just put in the work.
So I guess tell people what you actually do for a living.
Yeah, well, if you have no clue what TikTok Shop Affiliate is, basically it's where you post videos for brands and those videos make them money, which in turn also makes you money. And the reason why I really like affiliate over like drop shipping or Amazon FBA is because you don't have to ship anything out yourself. You're not answering customer emails. You're not dealing with all of the headaches that like many normal businesses require. You're pretty much just like the marketing. And that's what I've always like fucking loved. Like I love marketing, I love sales. Just got this book by Eugene Schwartz and it's like 150 bucks, which seems insane for a book, but it's like, I'm always trying to learn, always trying to get better at marketing, copywriting, sales. So I really feel like it's the lowest entry business model there is. Like it's the simplest to get into, which is very good for a lot of beginners. You know, you don't need like a whole shit ton of upfront capital like you would with dropshipping. You know, with dropshipping, you have to order a ton of inventory. You have to actually pay for those orders, all of that stuff. Same thing with Amazon FBA. You need even more of an upfront investment. But with TikTok Shop Affiliate, the only money you need is maybe on some samples, like because even the samples, like when I say samples, I mean products, they will send you those for free if you're an affiliate. Sometimes though, brands won't, like if you're a beginner, so sometimes you'll have to pay for samples, but that's literally it. So like to start, you probably need less than like 50 bucks, which is insane.
And what time do you usually wake up and why?
Well, I used to wake up a lot at like 4 a.m. You can attest to that.
Yes, he did.
And I feel like there's seasons. Like maybe I sound like I'm coping, but I feel like there's seasons. Like today, woke up around like 7:30, 8. And when I was waking up at 4, like yeah, I was getting a ton done, but it was just like this insane, like constant grind. It's like you're just hyper focused, kind of like they say like monk mode. And now we're still grinding, getting everything we need to get done in the day, but it's definitely like I'm feeling more well rested, you know, and I think it's very important to be well rested as an entrepreneur, right? I think the most important thing, because I know guys who wake up at like 2 p.m. and they still get everything they need to get done throughout the day. I think the most important thing is just like, what are you doing when you wake up? So it's like, as soon as I woke up, I told my girlfriend like, hey babe, we got a vlog to film today. We're gonna shoot TikTok shop videos. I got a group call with my clients later today. So it's like, you know, we're getting after it immediately. It's not like we're playing grab ass for like 3 hours and then getting into it. So I think the most important thing is just like, what are you doing in the hours that you wake up, you know?
And how do you balance work, health, and personal life?
I really feel like it's sort of impossible to have like a full balance. I mean, I'll show you guys my home gym because I'm really into health and fitness. I actually used to be a fitness coach. That's one of the things I love. Like that's why I built out my entire home gym studio. It's a little bit messy right now, but this is just a raw video, you know, like showing you guys like an actual day in the life. But in terms of your question, babe, I feel like, yeah, like I said, I feel like it's kind of impossible to like fully balance everything. But like in terms of actually balancing everything, I feel like it's kind of impossible. Again, I feel like there's seasons in your life where like you're fully focused on your career, and then sometimes you take some seasons where you're more so like focused on your family, and sometimes, you know, you're focused on just like getting in the best shape possible. And so for a really long time, I had kind of like let myself go. I'll throw up like a picture right here. And then now, you know, we're looking pretty good. Summer's coming, we're getting back into the gym. I'll throw up a picture of what I look like now. And so it's just about what you put your focus on. I think for me right now, the main focus is grinding like with work. And then when I can, working out. I try to get a workout in at least once a day. As far as like personal family life, like that's kind of been on the back burner, which I know isn't like the best thing in the world. But again, you know, just being honest with you guys, keeping it 100. And of course, I'm always trying to like work on it, right? Like work on like finding the time to do the things with people I love while still building a business, while still working out, right? Yeah, I mean, do you have any thoughts on that, babe?
No, I mean, yeah, he does focus a lot on work, but I do always make it a point to tell him that he should see his parents more, hang out with his friends more. It's like, I don't want him to isolate himself, but he definitely does grind a lot. Sometimes I'm that reminder for him to do other things as well.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's so important too to have like people that actually care about you and that, you know, you can trust, that support you, because I feel like the best friends and the best people in your life are the ones that they understand you, but they also like give you that push in the right direction. Like, hey, like, you know, you've been grinding a lot and that's amazing, but like maybe you should go see your mom, maybe you should give your mom a call, or, you know, maybe you should go eat out with like me, like take me on a date, obviously with my girlfriend.
And what does a typical productive day look like for you?
Well, I think we're about to find out. You know, like I said, we've got a ton of packages that we just got from TikTok Shop, so we're gonna go ahead and open those up. I think for me, just like I have like 1 to 2 main tasks that I really want to get done for the day that I know are like lever pushers. Like, okay, this is what I need to do to make my business grow. And so I think for me, it's always about like marketing. You know, whether it's marketing with TikTok Shop or whether it's marketing now, I've been like mainly marketing like with YouTube and, you know, growing my business. Obviously, I help people with TikTok Shop affiliate, so that's kind of been my main thing. And so for today, the biggest lever I need to get done is filming this video, because I understand like, okay, filming this video is going to be an evergreen asset. People are gonna watch this for the rest of time. It's gonna get hundreds of views like naturally over time. And eventually, like, this is just like what builds the story eventually, right? So I understand I need to get this done. The other things I like to do during the day besides marketing is like really just, I guess, fulfillment, which is how can I make my clients' lives better, my students' lives better? How can I get them better results? So whether that's like building out some course modules, whether that's like giving them some winning products, whether that's like responding to messages, like we're gonna have a group call later today. I really like to focus on actually helping them get results and a good customer experience and a good like client experience. First off, like obviously, like I feel like I'm doing good business. I feel like I'm actually providing value in people's lives, which we obviously are. You know, we have clients like Alberto, who hit just like a 1K week, which is insane. He was stuck at $100 months, literally a month back. To go from $100 months to like $1,000 profit week is insane. We got Tom hitting a $600 profit day. Braden, he hit a $2,000 week and he's like a teenager. We had another one of my students hit a $1,400 profit day. So that's the type of shit that like really makes me want to grind, because like I love to see that. I love when my students win, like even more than me. Like in fact, like being fully transparent, I'll have sometimes when a student makes more money than me for that day. Like when Tom hit a $600 day, I was having a pretty low day. And I was still like hype as fuck, because I'm like, yes, dude, like you took what I taught you and like now you're doing amazing things. And yeah, like sometimes my students have a better day than me. Like I actually like, I don't care at all. Like that makes me happy as hell. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to get at with this is the main things for me for a productive day: marketing, you know, what's the lever I need to get done for today? It's the YouTube video. And then like fulfillment, just like how can I make my business better? How can I, you know, make the material in my course better? You know, be a better mentor, be a better leader. That's productivity for me. And I guess like in terms of productivity as well is just also making sure that I get my workout in, and then that I unwind with my baby and my families. I feel like that's something that's very important as well. You know, making sure I spend like at least an hour unwinding, eating together, and then also an hour working out. It sucks being fat. I never want to get fat again. That's definitely one thing too that I'm actually proud of, because obviously I sell a course, like I'm not fucking hiding that. And yes, I make a lot of money for my course, but the thing is, like I am actively in the fucking trenches with my students. Like I am posting every day. If you literally go on my account right now, you can see that I post like 10, 20, 30 videos a day. I'm still making money. I'm still like seeing success with TikTok Shop affiliate. And I've done that for close to a year now, right? Like I've hit the 100K profit months, and a lot of people would just like fall off. But like, as you guys can see, $500 days, $700 days, right? So that's one thing that I actually really like pride myself in, is that like I'm still doing the damn thing, right? Like a lot of mentors and course gurus, I feel like, first off, they've never even had the type of months I've had. And I'm just like being honest. And also they aren't even doing the things they're talking about. Like me, when I talk about, like I tell my students, hey, guys, I think this is gonna pop, like this is a winning product. I'm on that shit, right, with them. If I say like, guys, I think this video style is like really good, you should recreate it, I'm doing that shit. If I'm like, hey guys, like I don't think you should be doing this, and I'm not doing it, right? So obviously Max is being a little bit crazy, so we're gonna give him his little nap. We put a little bit of allergy medicine because it makes him a little bit drowsy. And not just because of that, he actually has allergies.
He actually does.
That sounded a little bit weird.
Yeah.
But no, he's gonna take his little nap. He usually takes like after breakfast a nap for like 2 to 3 hours, and he's obviously being a little bit crazy, getting a little bit of an attitude. So I'll show you guys where we put him. He just got his little den right here, and then we just put this over so he doesn't get distracted or anything. Leave a little hole so he can breathe, of course. You want to show him right there. Say bye, Max. Yeah, and it's also like, how are you gonna teach something that you're not actively doing anymore? It's like, even when I was a fitness coach, like I was still working out every single day. It's not like I just stopped working out and started eating like crap and, you know, was still having clients. It's like, if you're gonna be a good leader, a good mentor, just a good business owner, you should still be doing the thing that you're teaching, at least in my opinion, right? Or at least in some form, be in the trenches, like a eventually I don't see myself doing TikTok shop affiliate forever, but like maybe I have like a team of like people, VAs and people who film videos for me, and we have like an entire thing where they're filming the content, we have editors, we have a team that scripts out ideas, and I'm kind of like out of that, but I'm still like overseeing and I still understand like what's working, right? Like eventually the plan is like eventually like I do see myself being like one of the all-time greats, like genuinely, that's the goal, having an incredible business, like Gary Vee, Alex Hormozy. And I think I love what Gary Vee does. Like I think he's kind of like the Mount Rushmore of what I aspire to be. He does marketing for brands, which is pretty much like what we do, right? It's what I do. Like we help people, we help brands, e-commerce brands specifically, grow, especially like what we're doing with Apex, which I'm a co-owner of with my other buddies. We basically take equity in companies and then we help them grow using TikTok shop. But it's like Gary Vee is like that times a billion, right? He's talking like Fortune 500 companies, billion-dollar companies, helping them with marketing. So eventually like that's what I do see myself doing. Like I really just want to help businesses grow by understanding like social media, TikTok shop, everything like that. I think that's kind of like the end goal. Yeah, I think that's like another thing that I want to mention too is like the goal with TikTok shop affiliate should be to make you as much money as possible. And like you should just be 100% about that, and then use that money to funnel into other things that you actually want to do or that aren't as time consuming. Because TikTok shop affiliate, especially at the thing, like the way we do it, it is time consuming because the way we do it, it makes you fucking money, right? A lot of people are like, oh, it's only gonna take you like 30 minutes a day. It's like, nah, dude, we're posting 10 videos a day at minimum. Like all my students are, but that's why we get like such damn good results, right? Like literally, I'm such a firm believer in like brute forcing your way to success. Like, yes, you should be smart as well. You don't just want to post like random videos that are unplanned, unscripted. You should have a system behind it. And we do have a system, it's called the conversion code, but I feel like you really need to brute force your way to success. And that's why we post so much. That's why we're so consistent. And so I think the money that you make with TikTok shop affiliate, you should be leveraging that into other business models. Like what I did is I bought a house. This is the home we live in. And so yeah, this is gonna be an investment for life. I have stocks, I have crypto, like Bitcoin. I'm in some like Amazon, Nvidia, stuff like that. And then of course now, because I did TikTok shop affiliate for so long, I feel like I truly have mastered that. That's why I started the business of like, okay, let me help out other people, because obviously there's a lot of money in that. And again, guys, I'm like fully transparent about that. It's like, if I can help someone make money, then why would I not charge like $5,000 for my time, right? And yeah, I mean, that's like literally what we did. Like I'm gonna be working one-on-one with a guy and my team, and we're gonna help him script out videos, hand select his products, literally helping him with everything when it comes to TikTok shop. Obviously that's like more one-on-one intensive, and that's like a separate thing from, six-figure affiliate, which is my main beginner course. But it's like, yeah, dude, if I'm gonna help you like make a shit ton of money, if I'm giving you my time, I'm literally scripting out videos with you, hand selecting products based off of your personality, based off of the things that you like, you don't like. And it's just like, I'm literally one-on-one with you. It's like, of course I'm gonna value my time. And I feel like a lot of people, like, they just don't understand that. You know what I mean? Like, especially like on Instagram and just like comment sections in general, they're like, oh, you're like a course guru, you're just selling like whatever. Like, it's funny that they think like that shit's a scam.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, college or the traditional route is the biggest fucking scam. Like you pay $60K to get a business degree from someone who's never owned a business, someone who's never even made money outside of like teaching. It's like, that's a fucking scam. And that doesn't even guarantee you income, right? You get a degree, that doesn't guarantee you're gonna be a business owner or hella good one at that. It doesn't guarantee that you're gonna get a job. Like I know so many of my friends who graduated, they're $40,000 in debt, and they like work a regular ass 9-to-5 like retail, like making like 12 bucks an hour. They're not using their degree for what they got. I don't understand it, maybe because like I've always been the type to like pay for things, like in terms of mentorships, investments. I think the most expensive one I've ever paid for was 10 grand, and that was for a program. Honestly, it wasn't even that fucking good. It wasn't that good, but guess what? You live, you learn. I mean, I did learn some things from it, and I feel like that's the thing. Like even if you don't get like the best experience possible, like I did it, you still learn some things, right? And so I feel like you pick things out from investments, from mentorships, from courses, from seminars, all these different things, and you always get 1% better. So yeah, I've never been afraid to invest money. Obviously, I would not be where I'm at if I was afraid to invest money. So I'm always like a big believer in self-education and always just trying to learn more, do more. Yeah, babe, you got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, he definitely is not afraid to invest money. Really? Sometimes it scares me because he'll be like, that course that he was talking about before, like $10,000. At the time, we weren't even making that much money. Like we were kind of struggling at that time. And he's like, babe, I really think like this is gonna be really good for me. It always scares me in the moment, but I do trust him that only good is gonna come out of it. And even now, like when he's talking about investments or whatever he's investing his money in, it does make me a little nervous, but I know that he's really smart. And I tell him that all the time. I just tell him that randomly, like, you're so smart, because he thinks of that are gonna make us more money, but also just like educating himself. Like he reads all the time, or like he'll just do some research on what he's teaching to his clients. And like, it's just, he does that all the time. He's done that in the 5 years years I've known him, so it's not just like a new thing.
Like Destiny was saying, it is scary to obviously spend a lot of money. I think you have to spend money, otherwise like you never actually do the thing. And so obviously when I sent that guy 10K, it's like, do you think I wasn't gonna watch the course or like join the group calls or like do what he was telling me to do? Of course, like I'm gonna fucking do it, right? Same thing with like a client who just paid me 5K for 3 months of one-on-one. Like, do you think he's not gonna like film the videos I tell him to film or like order the products I tell him to order? Like the thing is too, like when you pay that much money, like you have this sense of urgency. Like that one-on-one client that sent me 5K, literally same day, order the products I told him to. Literally same day we set up that onboarding call. Like literally same hour he sent that 5K wire. It's like, you have to move with fucking urgency, right? Because like, there's no time to waste. You have one fucking life, your life is gonna end. Make the most out of it every single day. It's like the faster you move, the faster you're gonna be able to see like if the result is gonna pay off, right? Like even if it doesn't, good, you move on, you learn, whatever. And then if it does, great, now you know what to do more of, right? So it's like you always need to be moving with urgency, right? And stop being like so scared, like, oh, I might end up homeless. Like what if this doesn't work out? Like who gives a shit, bro? You move on, you learn, right? All right guys, so we actually got a shit ton of packages from TikTok Shop. So we're about to see what we got. Obviously, like I said, it's day in the life of a TikTok Shop affiliate who does this for full-time living. So this is pretty much what we do like every day. Like every day, you don't get this many packages. Like I said, I was on a trip for like a week, so we have more packages than normal. But let's open these up and see what we got. Ooh, I've actually been waiting on this one for a while. I think this is a knife. So this knife I actually got from TikTok Shop as well. And I actually really like it. It was like 60 bucks, but this one, heard really good things about it. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks very similar actually to my other one, huh? Nice. Ooh, yeah, that felt like butter. It's a jellyfish mood lamp.
I've been wanting one of those.
Same, you've been wanting one too, bro?
Yeah.
How does this even work? We actually got this box cutter from TikTok, and it's actually proven to be quite useful stuff. So you just put it in like this, and then... Oh, I think this is the dog cooling mat. Testing it out in real time.
Girl, you like it, mama?
So actually, I'm gonna show you guys in real time how we do a TikTok Shop video. This is not gonna be like hyper edited or anything at all. I'm just gonna keep it like very raw and natural, because sometimes those are the videos that end up doing best. So obviously this is a very natural moment, as you guys saw in the vlog. So Luna, you love your new cooling mat, baby? Oh, she loves her little butts wiggling. It's so cool, huh? Guys, this is the dog cooling mat that is gonna be perfect for your dogs, especially this summer. As you guys know, a lot of dogs are prone to heat stroke, so this is gonna be something amazing for them. It's gonna keep them cool all summer. She loves it already, and this is the biggest size they have. I think it's the XXL, but it is amazing, covers a ton of space, and look at that. She loves it. We literally just put it out for her, and she's already loving it. Right, baby? So if you guys want to get it, it is on a really good flash right now. I'll just leave the link right here for you to grab it. Yeah, as you guys saw, just very raw, very natural, very authentic. Obviously, later on in the day when I'm actually filming my videos, you know, we put a lot more thought into them. Like, you know, we come up with an actual strong hook. We have a good story, maybe throw up some proof, some reviews in there, and then obviously a great call to action. But like I said, you know, sometimes it's those videos where you're just like, yo, like she loves this pet cooling mat, go grab it.
Yeah.
They'll fucking do amazing, so. All right, guys, so we got the jellyfish thing to work. This is actually really cool. I mean, not all TikTok Shop products are trash. This is actually pretty sick. I think it's gonna look awesome in the office. All right, guys, so like I was saying earlier, the most important thing that I try to get done at the beginning of the day is when I feel the most clear-headed and focused is the marketing aspect of growing a business. So right now, I've been really trying to get better at creating ads for both Instagram and TikTok. So right now, I just wrote out a script for an ad, and then we're gonna go ahead and get that published. Hopefully Instagram and TikTok will approve it. Because sometimes like they're very picky about what they let you say in terms of, you know, advertisements, so we'll see. But yeah, ads are something that I haven't been able to crack quite yet, and so I'm really trying to just get better at it. But I know how important it is to get that going, because once you do get that ball rolling, it can be such an important lever in your business, because it's like, imagine if you had a machine where you put in $10,000 and then spits back out $50,000. That's basically what ads are once you do get them fully dialed in. So yeah, I understand the importance of them, and that's why I'm trying to get better at them.
And what do you try to have in all of your videos to make it a good video?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically what I teach, just the conversion code. It's like I always want a really good, strong hook. So something that like immediately captures attention. Because like, you know, people's attention spans are just so filled with brain rot and dopamine. Like, you need to capture their attention like ASAP. So you need a very strong or controversial or bold hook in the first 3 seconds. And then from there, it's about having a strong story, right? That really compels them to want to buy the product. like show how it's gonna improve their life, change their life, or maybe they have some pain and your product can help, you know, fix that pain, right? Obviously with a dog cooling mat, maybe people have a dog that gets heat strokes often, or you know, they don't want their dog to have a heat stroke, and so you would mention that in the video, like this can really save your dog's life, right? So there's a few ways to kind of craft that narrative, craft the story to make people buy. And then you also always want reviews, proof, because people don't want to feel like they're the only person that's, you know, buying into a product. It's like, think about the last time that you bought something, whether it was on Amazon or eBay or wherever, you probably looked at the reviews before you bought it, right? And you probably maybe even searched up, like if it was an expensive product, you probably searched up on YouTube, like people unboxing the product or talking about the product. So we as like humans, we're very social creatures. And so we always want to kind of like follow the crowd. And so that's why you should always include reviews, right? And then the last thing is just like call to action, like remind people like, hey, it's low in stock, or like, hey, the sale ends tonight, just go grab it right now. Because if you don't mention that, people think it's not that important, but people literally like will forget. Like they'll watch your entire video. It could be an amazing video, but you don't have a call to action, they're just gonna keep scrolling. So just mention it, right? It takes like 3 to 5 seconds. Always include a call to action.
And how many different sources of income do you have?
So obviously I got my main ones, which are, you know, mentorship, and then TikTok Shop affiliate. Those are my main ones. And then I have like some investments, so crypto. But I would say like the really main thing, the main business I work on right now is of course my community, mentorship. And so every day, like you're obviously watching a YouTube video for my mentorship, like for marketing. Every day I'm posting TikToks, promoting, you know. But I would say like the real main business that I focus my time on, and like I'm constantly thinking about like, okay, how can I grow this to be the like next big thing, is this, right? Like the Hustle with Seb account, the helping people make money with TikTok Shop affiliate. That's like the main business. And then TikTok Shop affiliate, obviously I still post every day because that makes me really good money. And with that money, I can use that for investments. I can use that to, you know, for everything. Like I use that for like my day-to-day life, paying my car, you know, retiring my mom, paying off this house, right? So obviously I'm still doing TikTok Shop affiliate, but yeah, I would say main source of income, and the thing I'm really focused on is mentorship, right? Building out the community.
And what drives you to keep going after achieving so much success?
Well, I think the fact that I don't ever consider myself successful, like I don't care what I have, like even though I have a nice car at a very young age, a house, my mom's retired, like yes, those are cool things, but it's like never enough. It's just like, okay, cool, like what's next? And like, yeah, a lot of people will say like that's a bad mindset, and like you should feel like a success or you should be grateful. It's not that I'm not grateful, but it's just like, when I think about what I really want to accomplish, like I was telling you guys earlier, like the people I compare myself to, Gary Vee, Alex Hormozi, the biggest people in the space, like I'm nothing compared to them, right? And I feel like that's the same exact mindset they had, right? You know, Gary Vee's aspirations are buying the New York Jets, right? You have to be worth billions to do that. And so it's like, I'm just playing a much longer, bigger game. And that's what keeps me motivated to keep going. Like I'm still nothing. Like yes, my hometown friends or some certain people may see me as like a success, but I don't think I am personally. And I still have a long, long ways to go. And I think that's also what keeps me very happy and very, you know, like chasing after my goals. Like if I just sat down, I'm like, yeah, I love my life and I have everything I want, I'm just gonna like chill now. Like I wouldn't be happy. I'm happy when I'm working, when I'm chasing something. And so I think that's definitely something that helps me be happy, just always chasing something. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, that is true. He never thinks that everything that he has already accomplished is enough, and I wouldn't say that's a bad thing at all, because he literally, like I've mentioned before in this video, he never stops learning of different ways to further his success. So that's something that I can definitely admire about him, and that's not a trait that everybody has, so I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, and we also always like joke around that like I have ADHD, which I don't know, I'm not diagnosed obviously, but like my brain is on like overdrive constantly. Like right now I'm pretty focused and dialed in, but sometimes like she knows when we're just chilling, I'll be talking about like a million different things at once. And so I think that's something else where it's like my brain just can't chill. So I think it's a superpower, honestly.
It is.
Yeah.
It definitely is. So I'm sure a lot of people are wondering why you film your videos in Spanish sometimes.
Yeah, so that's a good question. I think for me, just Spanish, I think it's extremely underrated. And I think if you speak Spanish and you're not making content in Spanish, like you're missing out on so much money. Because the thing is, English speakers, there's a ton of them, especially on TikTok Shop. But in Spanish, it's still relatively new, right? Because it's just opening up in Spain, it's just opening up in Mexico. And so you have all these whole new audiences that you can reach if you just make your videos in Spanish. I also think like people that speak Spanish are a little bit easier to sell to, you know, especially if like you can really relate to the culture. You know, a lot of like Spanish and Hispanic people really care about like health and like supplements like apple cider vinegar. They believe in like a lot of natural remedies. And so if you can really make them like feel heard and you can target like those pain points, and then if you present a product that can actually help them, then they're gonna buy like that. And so, yeah, I mean, I think at this point, 60 to 70% of my content is in Spanish because it just sells better for me. So of course I'm gonna use my advantage of I was taught Spanish, and that's another thing. I always think that you should use your advantages. You know, like if you're jacked, why are you not promoting like gym clothing, supplements, gym equipment? If you are, you know, if you love food, then you should be promoting snacks and sweets and maybe some treats and stuff. Always like use your unique advantage, and you'd be surprised, like you definitely have one. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't know what's special about me. I guarantee you have something that's special. You either just have to ask your friends, your family, or just like, you know, be like, what do I do every day? Or like, what am I naturally good at? And then use that to your advantage.
So you're editing a TikTok video right now. What are some things that you think you should have in all your videos?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, if you want to come here, I'll just show you kind of like my process and how I like to think about things. So most important thing is obviously making sure that it's cut up. You know, like I was mentioning earlier, people have a very short attention span. So we just cut up a lot of different clips. Also, I've been kind of testing out captions. I think especially with Spanish speakers, it helps, you know, with that retention. It just makes the video a little bit more engaging. I wouldn't say they're like necessary, but you know, helps out. Also, I always like to include some form of like rage bait or just like something really weird. That way it gets people to comment. Of course, you have to be a little bit careful about this because you don't want to overdo it, because then you just get a ton of little kids or like people that aren't gonna buy from your video, watching your video. But if you do it like tastefully and just like quick, like 2 to 3 seconds, you're gonna get a comment like, yo, what the fuck, did anybody else see that? So yeah, I like to include some rage bait in there. So now we're just gonna watch it back, make sure everything's all good before we hit that post button. So there was a mistake, I have to fix that. This is why you always watch your videos back. Typically what I like to do as well is I like to batch film all my videos, and then I like to batch edit all my videos. That way I'm not like switching between filming, editing, because that kind of shifts my focus, and then it also takes a ton of time, more time. And so I just like to film while I'm in like a high energy mood, and then now I'm like editing right when it's like after all the filming is done. I find that makes the whole process a lot easier. All right guys, so just to show you exactly what I'm gonna be finishing up for tonight in terms of work. So this is the Discord for Six Figure Affiliate. We're in the Wins channel right now. Check some of these out. We got Nico hit a $500 day on one single video, that's insane. Alberto hitting a 1K week. Tom with a $600 day. Nico literally making $500 from a single video. And that's literally all profit. But yeah, just to walk you guys real quickly through everything you get inside of Six Figure Affiliate. You get custom feedback from me on your video. So anytime that you upload a video and you just want to get it audited or reviewed, you can send it into the Discord and I will respond and give you advice on how to make that video better, how to make it convert better. We also give out 3 winning products every single week. We have weekly group calls, so we have a great community in here. Everybody just wants to see each other succeed. I absolutely love showing up to the calls. And we actually just launched brand deals. So we actually have a few students in there that just locked in some brand deals yesterday and today. So one of our students is making $750 a month on retainer, and that's because we offer brand deals now. So there's definitely a ton that you get inside of Six Figure Affiliate. And then like I said, I do have a one-on-one mentorship option. Obviously that is a lot more customized and personalized. That is me literally getting on the phone with you, figuring out your strengths, your weaknesses, what you like, don't like, hobbies, all of those different things. So we can pick out your specific winning products. We can come up with a custom content strategy for you. I also do personally help you script out your own videos. And then of course you do just get more one-on-one support from me, and you're able to actually talk to me on the phone and all these different things. So if you want that more kind of like me holding your hand, literally walking you through everything and kind of more like a done with you type experience, then that is the one-on-one mentorship option, and you can apply using that first link in the description. Or if you just want to join a six-figure affiliate, get your foot in the door and start making some money as soon as possible, then that would be six-figure affiliate inside of the description. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the vlog and you want to get started with TikTok Shop Affiliate and start learning it, go ahead and subscribe on here. And like I said, guys, make sure to check out the My Story video if you want to learn more about me and where I came from.